Lando Norris did something very few F1 drivers have ever done at the Hungaroring on Sunday: give up the lead of a Grand Prix to allow his teammate to win instead. Although it's not his fault, he found himself ahead of Oscar Piastri ahead of the final round of pit stops. Norris was asked to move aside and allow the other McLaren back into lead. Over 20 laps, McLaren repeatedly asked Norris to surrender the lead. This was so they could revert the positions of the two cars to the order they were in prior to the final pit stops. This team gave Norris the advantage of pitting behind to block the threat of Hamilton, but moved him ahead of Piastri. Neither driver was responsible for the exchange of positions. However, McLaren immediately asked Norris to turn around when convenient. Norris continued to circulate in the leader race, eventually putting his lead to over 6 seconds as the lap ticked by. Although Piastri appeared unable to keep up with his teammate despite 2 laps fresher tyres, he eventually let him pass. He admitted he considered staying ahead, but did he do the right thing? As Norris's race engineer Will Joseph said, he made a point of saying during one of the races that it appeals to the driver on the radio. Norris will need the full support of his team and teammate if he is to contend for a title, but the season is in or in future years. Upsetting the team dynamic when McLaren has such momentum at present would have been negative in the long term. Although Norris was able to pull away from his teammate in the final stint, the fact remains that he lost the lead to Piastri at the start, and Piastri probably would have won that race if he got the lead. If Norris is said to have any hope of somehow closing to Verstappen, no, he needs every point that he can get, and sacrificing it may not be the right thing. Norris did nothing wrong by coming out in the lead of the race, so he would have been justified in holding on to that lead, but Piastri would have been distraught to lose his race, and yeah, Piastri was probably the one who deserved it. Not to mention the team orders go entirely against the core spirit of F1, but I think it's fair to say that despite whatever strength and feeling he may have had, I think it's fair to say it was the right thing for Norris to do, to give that position back. Piastri deserved to win, a great moment from him, and it just keeps that momentum going in McLaren. I think, yeah, obviously you have to look at the strategy team for getting him into that position, and maybe Norris for keeping it going on for so long, but in the end they reached a compromise, and maybe if Norris had even let him for a bit earlier, he could have had an attack at Piastri, who knows. So yeah, bit of a mess all round, but I think that's what you get with McLaren coming to the forefront of the grid for the first time in so long. There will be some speeding areas, but they need to cut it out now, really. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.